I'm Paula, welcome back to my channel. Sitting in my lounge today, so I thought I'd a bit of a different background for you, a bit of a different situation. I do have other rooms in my house other than my bedroom, so I thought I'd use them. Today I'm going to talk about my favourite beauty and toiletry type products. The ones that I will always repurchase, they're always in my kind of house, in my bathroom, wherever I am. These are my essential beauty products. Now, I don't know if you call toiletries beauty products, but I am for the sake of this video. But I would normally say toiletries and like makeup, but I guess beauty, I mean, they're all making you beautiful, aren't they? They're all getting you clean, getting you sorted. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna try and make this video quite snappy. I'm not gonna talk too much about each product. Some of them I've already mentioned before in a previous video. I'll leave that linked up below somewhere. I think it would be that way. So my September favourites that mentions some of the products I'm going to mention again today. I have to include them again in this list because they are my essential beauty products. I will always repurchase them, so they kind of fit into this list as well. So let's get cracking. Oh, hang on, I've got to let my cat in. It's something a bit boring that no one really likes talking about, but because it is an essential product of mine that kind of fits into this category, and that's deodorant. The deodorant that I will always repurchase and always go to every time is the Mitchum Triple Odor Defense. I never smell, I'm always covered. Not specifically this one every time, but I will always go to something from this range, always. I love it. I've tried lots of different ones. I've tried, yeah, I won't go into all the brand names, but I've tried lots of deodorant over my time. I've tried lots of deodorant. I always go back to Mitchum. I use it in the morning and I never need to reuse it during the day. You know when, okay, this is a bit of a TMI thing to say, but you know when like it's a hot day, you're a little bit sweaty and you go like that and you're like, oh, I need more deodorant. It happens to all of us, don't pretend it doesn't. This never happens with the Mitchum range. Toiletry theme still is face wipes. Now I know they're a little bit controversial these days. I know people go on about how you shouldn't use them for all these various reasons. I'm not even really sure why and what they do that's so bad, but I like using them. Don't use them all the time. I do try to cleanse and tone, moisturise properly like a lot of the time as well, but I do use these on those nights when I'm just really tired. I want to get into bed, I just want to get my makeup off. Anyway, these are my favourite go-to wipes. They are the Johnson's makeup wipes. Johnson's Makeup Be Gone 5-in-1 Pampering Cleansing Wipes to be precise. These are really good. I always repurchase these, been buying them for years. I have tried other ones at different times if they've been on offer or I just fancy trying something new, but yeah, I always go back to these. Some toiletries, and I'll stick with toiletries for the next few items and I'll go into more makeup products. The next one is Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is just a godsend really. If you haven't used dry shampoo before, you need to get on it because I don't wash my hair every single day, but sometimes I might have to go out and I don't really want to wash my hair, or I just need to give my hair a refresh, or you know, I just don't want to wash my hair every day basically. I don't want my hair to be relying on being washed every single day. So dry shampoo is just, yeah, I use this quite a lot. You spray it in your roots, give it a zhuzh around. It is a shampoo as such, isn't it? Like it does wash your hair I suppose, but not like in a proper way. I don't know if this is that good for your hair. I've never had any problems with it. I think some people have in the past, so I'm a little bit cautious to use too much of it like all the time, but this particular one, the Natural and Light Bare fragrance, is the one I always reach for if they have it, just because I have really fine hair, so I don't want to clog it up too much with product. So this is my favourite one and it smells really nice too. But yeah, Batiste dry shampoo. I've tried lots of other dry shampoos, not liked any of them as much as this. Okay, sticking with hair and toiletries is my go-to shampoo. I always have this in my bathroom. I have tried a lot of other shampoos. I've tried ones that range from £1 up to like £30 a bottle, you know, like high street and high end. And I do like a lot of other ones as well, don't get me wrong, but this is the one that I always go back to. It makes my hair really clean. Which I know sounds like a silly thing to say because that is what shampoo should do, but not all shampoos do. I don't know if you've ever used shampoos before that actually make your hair quite greasy. I've had that, where you've washed your hair supposedly, you've come out of the shower and you go to dry it and it feels actually quite greasy. I've had quite a few shampoos that do that, but this one to me is the ultimate. It's my ultimate favourite shampoo. Whatever else I'm using around it, I always go back to this one and I always have it as part of my routine, and it's the Aussie Volume shampoo with hop extract. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Yeah, Aussie Volume shampoo. It's volumised actually, so your hair does puff up a bit when you've used this, especially when you dry it, it's quite puffy. It smells incredible. It leaves your hair feeling nice and clean and fresh. It doesn't make your hair greasy quickly, and I do get greasy hair quickly, so I should know. Always buy this. I will try others, like I say, but I'll always have this in my collection. Most of these I have been using for a very long time. That's why I'm kind of saying that I will always repurchase them, because I have repurchased them all quite a few times. And this one is no different. This one's a little bit more expensive. It's not like a high street product like the ones I'm showing you. It's by Origins, which is quite an expensive brand, but it is a very nice brand. It's the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores, and it's a face mask. And it is my go-to face mask. I absolutely love it. I'll use it probably once or twice a week depending how bad my skin is at the time. It really clears your skin, it makes your skin feel really soft and clean, and it's easy to get off as well. And a lot of, because this is like a standard face mask that you put on and then you wash it off. I know a lot of them now you peel off, but this one you don't, you clean it off, which I guess is a little bit of a downside because it's a little bit more faffy than the ones that you can just peel off, but it does come off really easily. It's not like stuck on your face and you don't have to like scrub it for hours. I do really like it, and it is expensive like I say, but I will keep repurchasing this when it runs out just because it really does a lot for my skin and I really do enjoy using it. A tube like this does last a long time. I mean, there's, how much is there? There's 100 millilitres of product in this tube, and I've had this tube since I would say about June time, and I have used it quite a bit I suppose since then. I used it quite a lot leading up to my wedding, just to make sure my skin was okay, but I'd say this probably does last about, I don't know, 3 to 6 months depending how often you use it. You know, which isn't bad if you consider how much it costs, you know, compared to how long it lasts. And obviously you can use it as little as you want. So if you do buy it and you're like, oh, I don't want to use too much of it and have to get a new one too soon, then obviously use it a bit more sparingly. But it's really good. I'm not going to talk about this one barely at all because I've already talked about it in my September favourites video, which you would have seen a link for up there, and I'll link it down below as well. But yeah, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Cleanser. This is a fairly new one for me to be using. I've only been using it since about May, and as in like only started using it since May. A lot of these I've been using for years and been repurchasing. But yeah, I won't say anything else about it other than I love it, and I'll keep on buying this because I really like it and it does really good things for my skin. Check out that video if you want to see a bit more about what I said. So next is Sudocrem. I don't even know if you can see that. I don't know if that's focused whatsoever. I think it might have been. Oh yeah, there you go. Focus. If my best friend Vicky's watching this, she'll laugh because she knows how much I love Sudocrem. We've been on holiday together a couple of times, as in like a long holiday together a couple of times, and she always laughs at me about how much I use Sudocrem and what I use it for. It's brilliant for pretty much everything, in my opinion. Like, you can put it on cuts, bruises, rashes, spots, literally everything. Also really good for sunburn. If you've got like a sunburnt face or like anywhere, it's good for sunburn. If I'm having a particularly bad skin time, breakout, spots, if I've got a spotty face, I will use this like a face mask. So when I go to bed, I put like a really thin layer on my face, and overnight it soaks in, and then when you wake up in the morning, your skin, I was going to say 100 times better, but that's a lie. It wouldn't be 100 times better because that would kind of assume that everything had cleared up. It's a significant improvement, put it that way, when you use this. I really like it. But yeah, I do use it for other things as well. But yeah, you know My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the film, if you've seen it, and the dad in there is obsessed with Windoline, and he puts Windoline on everything. I think it's Windoline. It's like a thing like that. He puts it on everything. I'm like that with Sudocrem. Like, if anyone's got a woe, I'm like, have you used Sudocrem? It fixes everything. Next up, Hairspray. Now, whenever I curl my hair, like I've got it curled now, I use this because this makes my hair really bouncy, really full, and feeling it, you wouldn't even know I'm using Hairspray because you just don't feel it. You know, with other hairsprays you get that like tacky, sticky feeling, and it kind of dries your hair out towards the ends and you get like little hard bits of hair. This never ever does that. All it does is create like really big volume and just make your hair feel really nice, and it smells incredible. And a bit like the other products, I've been using this one for years and years as well. I used to always have L'Oreal LV hairspray, but that did make my hair quite like hard at the bottom. I used to think that was okay because that's what Hairspray did, so you know, just get used to it. But no, this one is the ultimate one for me. It holds your hair really nicely as well. Like, this will keep my hair in place for quite a long time. But yeah, it actually says too sexy, big volume. There you go. I've never even read what it said. I think I just picked it out once because it was on offer, and actually it is meant to give you volume, so there you go. It does what it says on the tin, literally. Okay, going into beauty now, which is a little bit more exciting, I suppose, although I get excited by toiletries, so, you know, whatever floats your boat. Eyelash curlers. Not this particular pair, necessarily, but yeah, eyelash curlers are something I will always have in my makeup bag because they are lifesavers. Now, I've got really long eyelashes naturally, which I'm really lucky to have, but if I don't do anything with them, they just look long and lank and don't do anything, and they don't particularly look nice. They're just there. But I use these now, and I have only been using these for about a year, I have to say. I've not been using these that long, but I watched a video, I can't remember who it was, someone did a makeup video and they said, they just showed you what they did. So they were doing their makeup routine, they used the eyelash curlers, and then they showed you the like straight afterwards, before they put any mascara on, they just showed you straight away the change in your eyelashes. And it's, yeah, like your eyelashes are so different with these on. Like, I'll get a bit closer, I don't know if you can see, but you can see how much my eyelashes like stick up. Now, if I didn't use eyelash curlers, they wouldn't do that. They would just be like flat down. But because I use these, they just stick up and you see them and they look nice. So I get, yeah, and I get asked so many times if I'm wearing false eyelashes or what mascara I use. And I do use a really good mascara, and I'm about to talk about it next because that is another little sort of, you know, holy grail type product of mine. But to be honest, the main reason my eyelashes always look good is these bad boys. And I do need to get a new pair of these soon because they've gone a bit funny. The rubber bits come off, so I need to get a new pair of these. But yeah, eyelash curlers, always got to have them. Mascara, this is the mascara I've been using for, I think, probably about 2 to 3 years now. I get a new one about every 3 to 4 months, I think. Maybe not that frequent, actually. Maybe only twice a year I buy a new one. I don't even remember when I last bought this one. I think it might have been December, actually. Yeah, I did. I actually bought this last December. And we're now in October, so it's lasted me nearly a year. So wow, that's really good. But it's my ultimate favourite mascara. I have tried, like I say, with the other ones, I've tried lots of others, and I do tend to buy other ones to try them, but this is the one I always go back to, and it's the Benefit Roller Lash. And I don't know if you can see that, there you go. It's the Benefit Roller Lash. It's just awesome. It does curve your eyelashes ever so slightly, but it also separates them. It doesn't clump. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's just a really lovely mascara. It's quite pricey. I think it's about £25 or £19. It's around that sort of mark. But I mean, like I just said, I haven't purchased one since December, so there you go. Definitely get your money's worth. There is a new L'Oreal that's come out apparently that's meant to be a good dupe for this, so I'm going to try that. I have tried the Maybelline one. I think it's called Lash Sensation. I do like that one as well, but it does make my eyelashes quite clumpy. Kind of does the same thing as this one, but it gives me extra clumps, which I don't really want, obviously, so I just buy this one. But yeah, I'm going to try the new L'Oreal one out that everyone keeps talking about, and I will let you know if I like that one. Rummage in my box. Next up, I've got the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now, can you even see that? I don't think you can. I think you're trying to... Camera's trying to focus on my face, not the... Yeah, the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Again, just like with the face wash, I'm not going to talk about this at all really, because I've said it all in my September favourites. So go and check out that video if you want to hear why I like this so much. But I have a lot of foundations, and this is the one that I always reach for. It's just lovely, and I'll buy it again as soon as it runs out. Okay, this product I think I've purchased and repurchased about 5, 6, maybe more times. It lasts for ages. Whenever it does run out and it hits pan, I always get another one because I love it. It's the MAC, you can see that. It's focused on some things but not others. Why is that? It's the MAC Skinfinish Mineralize in Soft and Gentle, and it is just beautiful. I always use this at the end of my makeup routine, so not the end, actually that's a lie. I use it at the end of my base makeup routine, if you know what I mean. So once I've done my foundation and my bronzer and blusher, I'll just pop this on my face at the end, just all over, and it just creates a really nice healthy glow. I mean, you can see it on my face today. I won't go too close because that's a bit weird, but you can see I've got it on my face today, and that's what that glow is. It's this. You could use it in certain areas if you prefer, like if you like the kind of really obvious highlight look in certain places, you could do that. Just use a smaller brush to like kind of like put it on as highlight. I use like a big fluffy brush just to put it all over my face, just to give me an all over glow, because that's the kind of look that I prefer rather than like certain highlighted areas, although I like that look too, but you know what I'm saying. I use this all over. Yeah, I love this. I've been using it for years. I'll always keep buying it as long as they do it. It's really nice. Next, we've got the holy grail of makeup products, really, in my opinion, like the one that everyone has to have. No matter what else you have, you've got to have this, and it's the Urban Decay All Nighter finishing spray. And I use this on my wedding day. I use it a lot on nights out. I use it on days where I want my makeup to last all day for whatever reason, like if I'm going out and I'm, you know, I'm out all day and I can't touch my makeup up. that's difficult to say. Yeah, just spray this on your face once you've done your makeup, and I can assure you it really helps it last. I do it once I've done like all my face makeup, and then when I do it again once I've done my eyeshadow, mascara and lipstick, I'll just spray it over again. So I do it like twice each time I do my makeup if I'm going out. I don't put it on every time. Like I don't put it on, like I haven't put it on today for example, but times when I really want my makeup to last, I'll use it, and it really does work well. And I've tried lots of other finishing sprays. I tried quite a few in the lead up to my wedding, but this is the one that I think is the best. It smells nice, it feels nice on your face, it diffuses across your face nicely, if that's the word. You know, in other words, it covers your face nicely. It's not like spraying in one area, it kind of goes like all over really nicely. And yeah, it just works, and I'll always make sure I've got this to hand in my makeup bag. Okay, so that's all of my favourite go-to, must-have, essential beauty products I always have in my house. I always repurchase when they run out. I love them all. Let me know in the comments below what are your essential beauty products. What do you always repurchase when they run out? What would you never be without? That kind of thing. And thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I shall see you on Sunday for another weekly vlog. Bye! Better go and edit this now then.